there was a lot of fake news. Like one of the fake news, it's kind of funny, that got Bolsonaro elected was that the left party, they were pedophiles and they were making, this is the fake news, of course. This is not true. But they spread the news that the left wing party was giving children in schools, like, I don't know how to say that. How can you say, like, when a baby, like, there's the milk pacifier, yeah, but in the format of a penis.
Oh my gosh!
Because they wanted to turn all the kids into gays, This is one of the fake news that got Bolsonaro elected. So you guys have an idea, okay? And Brazil, we have a crazy politics story, like a story of politics. Like we once elected a monkey as a congressman. And I swear to God that the monkey was better than Bolsonaro. I swear to God. Yeah.
Wait.
We are very heated people. We are like people who are very emotional. So I think like Bolsonaro was just like, oh, the left-wing party didn't do the things they say they would do. So now we're going to destroy the country. That's Brazil,
Yeah.
Brazil.
Spite.
Burn it all down.
Yes, exactly.
To build it back up. Wait, quickly, when was the monkey in Congress?
Yeah. Is he still there?
It wasn't it was in the 80s. He was a very famous circus monkey. Everybody loved him. Everybody loved him.
So he was like, he brought people together. He was a uniter.
Both
parties, all the parties.
The best politician we ever had.
Approval ratings through the roof.
Yes.
Wow. And does he have? Does he have children? Because maybe his children could run and
like the Trump kids,
like the Trump kids or the Bush kids or the Clinton. No.
You may have a lot of kids, but they are not.
They don't have his charm.
No.
Not his electability.
Not his talent. No.
So, okay. And how did people really? So people, I guess, believe that that the left wing had these like penis pacifiers.
Well,
I would vote against that too.
Yeah.
Well, were the kids in school 5 days a week? I would vote. I'd be okay with that. Take my kids in school, but no.
Yeah. But to this day, like the net of fake news that they spread on WhatsApp, because Brazil, we use WhatsApp a lot. So the net of fake news is like, it's insane. It's big. It's huge. Like it's uncontrollable. It's crazy. And there's so many crazy scandals in this government. Like I think 2 months ago or 3 months ago, maybe the leader of Bolsonaro's government was caught into a corruption scheme, and the feds got the guy, and the guy put $6,000 inside his asshole to hide the money. So this is Bolsonaro's government.
In cash?
In cash. The guys found like an amount of like $6,000 inside the guy's ass.
Oh,
one way to wipe, but
what about whatever? You guys have the Amazon. I mean, he could bury it anywhere.
Yeah.
Right?
Out there. It's the biggest jungle in the world.
It's great. Like, it's great, guys. We talk about Trump, and of course, Trump was 4 years of craziness, but Bolsonaro is a whole another level.
Well, we've been saying, Kaplan and I have been wanting to do a Brazil episode, and we keep saying, most countries, you have to wait for a news story to happen, and that's like once or twice a year, and you could do it. And we've been saying from the beginning, we could do Bolsonaro any week.
This was the white whale of podcasts. I've been saying I can't wait till we do a Bolsonaro episode, because this
could happen at any week. So let's start from the beginning. So he was a military guy, right?
He was, but it's a very controversial story because he was expelled because he in the past, he threw the bomb into, because he wanted a revolution. The guy is nuts. And then he was expelled, and he was expelled, right? We say
expelled from the military.
He threw a bomb.
From the military.
Where did he throw the bomb?
It was in an office. I think it was in a facility, in an army facility. It was not a big bomb though.
With people inside?
But
his own sea people?
Yeah, it's crazy. Wow. And then he was expelled, and then he's not been in military for years. Okay. And he was just a small congressman for 30 years. He has been like I don't know how to say. I don't know how to compare into like American politics, but like he was a congressman, but like just a small,
like a wacky congressman.
Like
that
a
people
state.
Exactly,
well, we have like
exactly.
state Congress, state senators. They're not national level, state level.
He was a state congressman.
Okay, that's pretty small. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And what part of the country was he based in?
In Rio.
Oh, so he was big city. He was in the in the city, not in the.
Yeah, he's from the south. He's from the south of Brazil, where the Nazis flew after the Second World War.
The Nazis. Hi.
The Nazis are, because there's a lot of Nazis that they flew from Germany and they went to south of Brazil and Argentina.
Yes.
So we have
the Nazi circle corridor.
Yeah, the Nazi. Yeah, we have a couple of like really like racism and kind of stuff. It's not a big community, but we do have. So this is the place where he comes from.
Oh, wow.
So that tells a lot, right?
And they brought their culture, the Nazis.
They did.
To southern Brazil. Wow. So
they also they can get a good schnitzel there though too, so it's not all bad.
Kevin, I was waiting for you to do your train joke.
Oh, I retired that. No, I zig when you. Yeah.
So, okay. So he comes from there. He's a state senator, kind of, and he got, what do we call that? Court-martialed, or what do they call that when you get kicked out of the military?
He's like Jack Nicholson in A Few Good Men.
Yeah. And so what happened? What led to people believing this fake news? Like the economy go down in the 2010, 2012, 2014, 2015.
Yeah, was it a bad recession?
Kind of, yeah. What was the environment?
Yeah, so it was like the left wing party was in power for more than 10 years, and of course, like the crisis, and there's a lot of shit going on with the left wing party, corruption and a lot of stuff, and then this right wing, like people in the extreme, some right wing that is not like as extreme, but also the extreme ones, they started getting together. And they started putting on demonstrations, and they started with this whole net of fake news. And allegedly, Steve Bannon was one of the guys who helped Bolsonaro's son build this fake news net. You know?
Wow, Steve Bannon. When was that rough? Was that before Trump?
Before it was, I think it was before Trump, because we actually know more about that now. But I think that those things were happening beside the curtains, under the,
behind the curtain.
Behind the curtain, yeah.
Yep.
I was like under the sheet. And that probably had been happening before. But this was like the climate of the political. So there was this huge, like the media attacking the left wing party, and this whole other thing growing. It's actually a little bit similar what happened here, I think.
In the United States. Yeah.
Yeah.
So were Bolsonaro and Steve Bannon, or Bolsonaro's son and Steve Bannon, who were they targeting? Like Trump in America was targeting kind of like white people who were usually poor or somehow felt like the lower class, or felt like they weren't getting represented. Who were they targeting in Brazil as their followers?
Yeah, I think it was in Brazil was more, because in Brazil there's of course a lot more poverty, so a lot of people like are poor, and I think they were targeting like they talk more about like how can I say, like more conservative, like they wanna be oh my God, I'm having trouble explaining that. It is
well, nationalistic, maybe
national, not as much, because I don't think we don't have like the Brazilian patriotism is very different than American patriot. Like we don't have, because we're not being in a war or anything. Like it's very different. Okay. But it was like more like family values.
Socially conservative.
So conservative, and like against gays and against abortion and no feminism and no like no quotas for Black people, you know, like this kind of
right.
thing. And the weird